Welcome to Don't Quote Me on That. One day we will have an intro, but today is not that day. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Don't Quote Me on That, where we don't really remember what it is that we do, but I think it has something to do with movies.
And we definitely don't remember what our intro is. And I love that for us. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Elanor.
I'm Kalina. And we definitely don't remember what we do here.
We're very serious podcasters. Today we've come prepared. It's like shockingly prepared, actually. Prepared. This is probably the most prepared we've ever been. Like, one of us was on Google Slides for 2 hours last night trying to get prepared, mostly because they couldn't figure out how it worked, but like, not
That's
the point.
A different thing. Yeah, and like, I don't want you all to get your hopes up. We're not saying this is like God quality podcasting. It's just like
I am
the best podcasting we've done personally.
We are both God quality, and this is our product. So ergo.
No, I think it cancels each other out. It's like two positives make a negative. I know that's not how math works. But I've said that for a lot of situations too many times, so I kind of got to stick to it now.
I would like to point out that one of us has a master's of science. And clearly it didn't take.
Actually, I can't say that last bit on the internet because they might rescind it, so never mind. I did statistics for my thesis for that. I had to do charts and get numbers from articles and find the mean and other stuff.
Okay, so starting next week, one of us will probably not have.
If you're the University of Limerick, this is satire.
Yeah, also it's if you're like my boss or my mom or...
It can't be held against me in a court of law.
Yeah, if you sing something... I did
say don't quote me on it.
We did, and that is that is like our most consistent thing.
Anyway, I hope you missed us.
Yeah.
I missed us.
Hopefully. I missed us.
That's all that matters.
And if you didn't, too damn bad.
Oh my god, my cream soda is made with honey. Do they usually make cream soda with honey?
I don't know. I don't think I've ever had a cream soda.
Did you know that honey is a natural antioxidant?
Okay, so this week...
Did you know honey is the only food that can't expire?
This week, what we're going to do is we're going to do a bracket. This was inspired by March Madness, but we don't know anything. Well, I don't know anything about sports, and I refuse to learn. So instead, we're doing boys we think are cute.
If that's the requirement, obviously. We're gonna have to choose a new set of people.
No, I'm sorry. We okay, not really boys. I think most of these boys are cute. But
to be fair, yeah, you made the list, so yeah, probably.
Yeah, I did make the list with some input from Kalina, but. We are going to be basically bracketing our way through the white boys of the month. My qualifications for picking white boys of the month was they're white.
And we remember they exist.
And yeah, I think all of these are either TV or movie
actors,
stars, I guess. And at first, I was sticking with brunette because I feel like most white boys of the month are brunette. But
that's fair. Controversial opinion here. I don't like blondes.
Blonde is very, very hard to pull off.
We were talking about blonde hair and blue eyes yesterday with my mom, and she's like, because I referred to a blonde hair, blue eyed person as a plain Jane, and she said that's not plain Jane. I said your jeans couldn't come up with anything else to do but be as light as possible. I'm so sorry. I know that sounds terrible. But, like, give me some variety. Give me, like, green eyes, brown hair. I can work with that.
Okay. What about hazel eyes, brown hair? With, like, a little bit of orange in it, too.
Yeah. Basically not blonde. Unfortunately, it comes back to not blonde, and I'm kind of sold.
Which is funny, because, like, historically.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not me, like, I like them. They love me.
So,
grass is greener on the other side and all that.
That is true.
I think as far from blonde hair and blue eyes as you can get.
You are. Well, you have some blonde, but I think it's more just because you had something else and it started fading.
Yeah.
But I think White Boys of the Month started, well, I don't know if it started, but like kind of the main White Boy of the Month, White Boy of the Century, if you will, as I think he is officially termed, is the man, the myth, the legend, the Percy Jackson.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. We're never going to get through this. I don't remember if I sent you this photo because I didn't want you to think I was insane, but I know you know I'm insane. But they did like cast photos for the Percy Jackson show, which I haven't watched yet, and they did one. It was at some like event, so like not the Oscars, but like some sort of like party event, something like that, right, for movies and the movie industry. And they did a photo with the guy who plays Percy Jackson now and the light of my life, Logan Lerman, and he is just the best. And I wanted to send it to you because he looked really good.
He often looks really good. Also, unfortunately, I feel like he might win this. But we are gonna have fun. We're gonna go through this. We're gonna try our best.
The game is rigged, but it will be enjoyable to watch all the same.
Also, Kalina doesn't know who's on this. Only I do. And so I think the original intent was for us to kind of agree, but I am gonna give Kalina more sway, just because I feel like part of it is the rapid fire. You have to decide, and I've had too much time to ponder because I've been staring at these names.
Can I? No, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I might try to pick a fight, but I'll probably let Kalina win.
What I think
as usual,
we're either gonna agree, like completely, or be on wildly different sides, because that's how everything always works with us. And then also, before we get started, can I guess some of the people that are on the list? You don't have to tell me if I'm right or wrong. I just want to put my guess out there.
Yeah, please.
Okay, Logan Lerman, obviously. Dylan O'Brien. I'm trying to think, like, you have to say White Boys of the Month. I'm going to go a little out of left field here for you and say that Mike Fast-Faced guy, he was just in that movie with Zendaya. Just because I know you're on the internet and sometimes you see things. Yeah, I think those are my guesses.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't think
some of those
else.
are correct, some of those are incorrect.
I can guess which ones are which. Oh, also, another out of left field here. I'm sorry, Prince Harry.
That's correct in a way.
Oh, I know exactly what the answer is.
Do you want to just get started?
Yes, ma'am. Also, how did you decide who to pit against each other? Did you just randomly generate it?
Yeah.
Just as they popped in your head,
basically, exactly. I've had a list going that I've been like modifying off and on for the past couple of weeks. And well, I didn't start, but basically one of the longer names is last because I had to make sure, last on one side because I had to make sure his name fit into every box. Okay. But other than that, it was just as I thought of them. Okay. And then I took into account some of your suggestions as well.
Okay.
But yeah, there's really no rhyme or reason to who's pit against who.
It's a fair way to do it.
I was gonna try to do that, but then I was like,
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. It's just, whoever they go against, they go against.
Yeah.
Okay. Probably would end up going against them at some point in time.
Do you want to do all of one side and then all of the other, or do you want to kind of start with like all of the first rung and then all of the second? So like all new boys the first round?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Exactly like a March Madness. Let's go through each of them and then we'll do we'll move our way in.
Okay, perfect. Okay. Our first. Both of these men are foreign. One is from the country that has our heart. And then the other man has our heart.
Oh.
So we've got Mr. Jacob Elordi off of Saltburn and Euphoria. And then Paul Mescal from dating Phoebe Bridgers and probably other stuff. And being Irish and running away from women, wearing little shorts.
He's in Normal People.
After Sun, Normal People,
which
and then
I read, and I think for my own sake, I think like before I knew who he was, I shouldn't have watched it. Now that I've read the book and I know who he is, I definitely, like, for my mental health, should not watch that.
Oh, I'm not touching that.
Yeah.
Not even a little bit.
Oh, that's true. I thought you were gonna go say Hosier, so Paul Mescal threw me off.
Oh, he's too tall for this. That would give him way too of an way too much of an unfair advantage.
He sings great. Oh, I'm gonna go see him in a couple of weeks. That'll be fun. We'll report back about that.
Good.
I'm gonna see him as God intended, which is sitting on a lawn outside in the evening.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
When is that?
Where?
When?
May 10th. So not this Friday.
Oh, okay.
So not the day we're releasing this, next week.
Okay.
See, Jacob Elordi is also tall.
Yes.
But Paul Mescal is
Irish.
But Jacob Elordi
is Australian, which is basically just like
big.
A little, yeah.
The Australian I could take or leave, obviously. He's tall and he's wide, like a refrigerator.
He is built like a sexy fridge.
He's built like a and I told you I don't know what it is. Like I wasn't getting it, and then whoever was doing his PR for Saltburn was doing a great job.
And he like beat up that guy for saying something mean, which is a great quality to have in a man.
And Paul Mescal does run away from people, allegedly.
Yeah. Allegedly, he sleeps with girls, brings them to a park, and then hightails it out of there.
But he's running away in an Irish accent.
Yeah, and probably in like those teeny tiny GAA shorts.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know if it helps or hurts. I think it depends on the hour, like, I change.
There was a TikTok trend a while ago that was like, is he cute or is he just blah, blah, blah? And no one liked mine, but mine was, is he cute or is he just wearing hurling shorts in Tesco? Because that's a valid... You know, sometimes you go to Tesco and it's like kind of late. You're like going there for ice cream. You're like a little down. Okay, it's not like you're not full on depressed. It hasn't hit that point in the semester, but like you need a little bit of a pick me up. And there's a boy standing there in hurling shorts.
See, but like one of the only times that happened to me is when I think we were at Lidl together and I was just dead sick.
Yeah.
And then we ran into a cute boy and I felt like killing myself.
Okay.
Okay, you've got to make a decision.
I know. Okay.
I know who I'm gonna pick. But
yeah, when you first said them, I was like, obvious answer. But I'm gonna surprise myself here and go Jacob Elordi.
Okay. Oh, okay. That was my obvious answer, but
because Paul Mescal is Irish. Did I mention that?
Okay, we're moving on.
But he doesn't have the same charm, I don't think. Like, he has...
I've already written it down.
I know.
We are... Nope.
No, it's not about Jacob Elordi. On. Sorry, okay, go on. Fine. Jacob Elordi. I'm locking it in.
Jacob Elordi.
Refrigerator. When in doubt, go refrigerator.
Now, we've got the star of a Taylor Swift music video.
Okay.
Up against Spider-Man. We've got Dylan O'Brien and Tom Holland.
Dylan O'Brien's oh yeah, he is. Okay, that's not who I thought you were going with. For either of those two? Yeah, I was going Lucas Till, Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
Which I know who I would pick in that scenario, actually. So that surprised me. Okay, Dylan O'Brien or Tom... I'm sorry, I have to give it to Dylan O'Brien. I like Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It's just like...
Yeah, no, I agree. Nope, you're right.
Yeah. And Dylan O'Brien has more, also, are we judging these on, like, who's a better white boy of the month? Or, like, who do we like more?
I think we're just going with who do we like more.
Okay. I still think Dylan O'Brien, but also, like, talking about lasting power, Dylan O'Brien's definitely more. Like, I think he's, like, top 3 white boys of the century.
I'm gonna say something mean towards Tom Holland. Love him. He's very cute. I think some of his appeal is his relationship, and that's not really a scalable strategy.
Yeah, he's just like
but we do love him.
Remember the refrigerator comment? Opposite direction we're going here, you know?
Yeah,
and that's okay.
And I do love, like, historically, I love a scrawny boy.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, now we've got we've got a family band member turned front man.
Okay.
Versus...
Okay. I know what it is.
a dude who is in a TV show that I've never seen, so I don't really have a lot
Okay.
to say there.
The other guy was
we've
also
got
on a TV show.
We've got Ross Lynch. That's correct. We've got Ross Lynch and Jeremy Allen White.
Oh.
I would like to say I don't know what Jeremy Allen White looks like. So by default, I'm going Ross Lynch. But that's only because I think I've seen, like, the photo of him smoking with Rosalia, but, like, that's the only time I've ever seen him, and I don't think his face is in it.
He's definitely, and not just because he's in the show, giving, like, line cook energy in a good way, mostly.
Okay.
But I do have to go with Ross Lynch, because have you seen Ross Lynch? Also,
yeah.
Ross Lynch looks good with dark hair and blonde hair, and that's difficult.
Which is very hard.
Especially as a blonde. I think, like, I think when brunettes go blonde, it's kind of like when a guy who never dresses up wears a suit. Or, like, vice versa. But, like, he pulls them both off.
Yeah.
And sometimes I've seen him wear a cowboy hat on stage. Yeah, exactly.
That's an interesting thing to file away for later.
Yeah.
All right. This next one, I am now kind of wishing I gave option 2 a little bit more of a fighting chance. But we've got our OG. And then we've got
this wouldn't be fair to anyone.
No. It's Logan Lerman and Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, it's Logan Lerman. I'm so sorry. And actually, you know what? That's probably, out of all of the people I can think of, that's the best matchup, because when I do those, like, white boy brackets on TikTok, Aaron Taylor Johnson comes out on top every single time, because he's Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
However, I still remember
Lerman.
The first time I saw a photo of Logan Lerman with gray hair. I know how that felt. I know that changed me forever. I think about it even now. And yeah, white boy of the century.
Yeah. Sorry, Aaron.
First to ever do it. Best to ever do it.
Okay, so that's side 1.
Alright, easy peasy.
Hopping over to side 2.
First one was the hardest.
The first one was the hardest?
Yeah. Paul Mescal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I think this side has a few more wild cards.
Okay, I'm excited.
But now we've got...
Oh, I got one of my guesses right, so... Bill O'Brien.
Yes, you did. We got 2 leading men here. One is from probably our favorite movie.
Okay.
And then the other one, you know, he really gave it his all in his last big project, but in a way that had us wishing he didn't.
Okay.
Okay, we've got Robert Pattinson and Austin Butler.
Ooh. See, Robert Pattinson's British. Which,
Correct.
like, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't, I'll be honest.
And
Austin
it works for him.
Butler looks tall.
Yeah, I mean, I have an obvious winner here.
Yeah, no, as I said, Austin Butler, I was kind of screaming for things to come up with, so it's Robert. Yeah.
I just, you know, Robert Pattinson publicly hates Twilight, which is one of the best things that you can do. But he hates it in the right way.
If I had to, like, I was thinking, like, if I was in a room with 2 of them, who would I rather talk to? Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
For sure.
Oh, 100%.
He was the Batman.
He was the Batman?
Yeah, the last Batman movie that came out, Elanor. The Batman. And Zoe Kravitz was Catwoman.
Sure.
If you see her, you'll know who she is.
No, I know who she is. She hosted SNL.
Obviously.
Just the only reason I know who she is.
And then he's in this movie my parents were watching one time, and I caught the end of it, so now I refuse to watch it. It's called Remember Me, because...
is it the 9/11 one?
Yeah, apparently. That's not what the movie's about, but that's how it ends.
Oh.
So I walked in on the ending.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the movie's not even, like, about 9/11. I think it's about this guy just living his life, and these things happen, and then, yeah, at the end of the movie, he's just in one of the towers.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like how an SNL skit, like when it ends with Leslie Jones just yelling.
Yeah, they don't know how to end it. They're like,
they could've-
okay, well.
Go, yeah.
Also, he's in this movie I'm pretty sure he's in this movie called Water for Elephants with Reese Witherspoon. I think it has something to do with the circus. Anyway, they made a musical out of that movie. So. I think he, like, falls in love with the circus master's wife or something, and
Ooh.
there's an elephant involved,
Scandalous.
obviously.
I would hope so.
Yeah, obvious answer.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Austin Butler's definitely like a victim of the white boy of the month curse, in that, like, if I think about him too long, I'm like, I'm not really sure what it is. But he has it, but, like, not all the time.
I more remember him from, like, being annoying on, like, small parts on the Disney Channel.
Yeah, and, like, he wasn't, like...
works against him.
Yeah.
He's not memorable.
No.
Sorry.
I think he'd be, like... Yeah. He'd be fun to talk to for, like, 20 seconds, probably.
Yeah.
And not in a mean way. Just, like... Robert Pattinson looked like he
just
got...
in a
like,
correct
Robert Pattinson...
way.
I would just like to sit in a room and watch him exist.
I want to, like, know how his mind works.
Yeah.
I think it's
Did you see the
fascinating.
story about how he had a stalker and he invited her into his house and then complained about his life so much that she left? And the thing is, like, I don't even know if that story true, but I'd believe if it was, I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I think he's lying all of the time.
Yeah.
Which is just the hottest thing a man can do.
And you know what? The hottest thing a man can do is commit to the bit. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and also follow instructions when I give them some.
That tracks for you. Yeah. Okay. Now, we've got, let's see, an actor who had one of the best slow-mo scenes ever.
I know who this is already.
Obviously. And then we've got my OG Prince Charming.
Okay.
Okay. Evan Peters.
Obviously.
And Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah. Also, I think we should play a game one day where you just describe people to me as poorly as possible, and I have to guess who they are. I'm loving this.
I'm having
doing
a lot of fun with this.
I'm doing a great job.
And
also.
I'm like, this is all right off the cuff. I was also really scared that wasn't Evan Peters, so I'm glad I'm right.
I was listening to that song this morning, thinking about that scene, so. See, Chad Michael Murray, A Cinderella Story, right?
Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking, like, prime for both of them.
It's Chad Michael Murray. I don't get... Like, I like Evan Peters.
Really? Okay.
I don't get it. Like, I like it.
Okay, that's...
But, like, I remember, like, American
Horror
Horror Story
I would
era.
go, but fair enough.
Again, blonde. Whereas Chad Michael Murray also... Okay, to Evan Peters' credit, he's not as old. But, like, Chad Michael Murray still looks that fine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I do
He
know
was
exactly
in
what you mean.
He was in Riverdale, and I stuck it out a lot longer in
Doing
that show
what?
than I should. He was playing a cult leader, but like I got it.
Oh,
Right. If Chad
I
Michael
get
Murray
it
was
too.
like, if you listen to my instructions all the time and drink the Kool-Aid, we'll be in heaven together forever. I'd be like,
sure.
her doesn't hurt to try.
Pass it over.
I think. Kind of back to the Logan Lerman, like, when in doubt, go back to staying power. Chad Michael Murray.
Mm-hmm. Chad Michael Murray. All right, now we've got well, okay, all right. I would argue that this first pick is more a white man of the month.
Okay.
And then we've got Spider-Man.
Okay.
We've got the one and only Channing Tatum.
Ah.
And Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, it's Channing Tatum.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Love Andrew Garfield. Have you seen Channing Tatum in a tank top? Have you seen Channing Tatum acting stupid in She's the Man?
Have you seen Channing Tatum in 21 Jump Street, like, at all?
Have you seen Channing Tatum in the Step Up movies?
I have not, but I feel like that's probably good because it would change me in a way I don't want to be changed.
Those are my bread and butter. Channing Tatum playing Duke Orsino in a 12th Night adaptation alongside Amanda Bynes, trying to flirt with a girl and whacking his head off of the thing that holds the barbell up. I love him.
Channing Tatum schooling us on what a covalent bond is.
Yeah.
Love him. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're right.
It wasn't unfair to Andrew, but you should have put him up against more of like a Paul Mescal, more of a. No, I'm with you. It's just like
I genuinely didn't know that Channing Tatum would have that much of an effect on you, or I would have been a little bit more. This is a little surprising to me. I forgot about that. I did forget. I didn't factor in the Step Up. That's my bad.
The Step Up sold it. I love the Step Up movies. I've seen all of them.
This one, this one I will override you,
Okay.
if you're wrong.
Okay.
But I also feel like you might not want to choose because you don't like either option.
Okay.
But also if you have like strong feelings on this, I'm going to be very surprised.
Okay. I'm nervous.
Okay.
Give me my vague description.
So,
yeah.
First up, we've got a Victorian heartthrob, turned Kardashian,
okay,
and next we've got our Prince Harry. So our options here are Timothy Chalamet and Harry Styles.
I have an obvious answer, but I don't want you to be wrong.
What's your answer?
It was Harry Styles.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's correct.
The hottest thing Timothy Chalamet has ever done was be on SNL. Except that I remembered he was 26, and then I had to stop thinking about him for a while.
I don't like that he's not British. It genuinely annoys me that he's not British.
Just watch him speak French, and you'll feel a little bit better about life.
I don't think I should see that.
Just like he doesn't sound American, so like it makes me feel better about the whole thing.
It makes it better, yeah.
Because he speaks French like a French person.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think his like mother was French, or I don't know. He learned French like young from like people who actually spoke it.
And then he gave all of NYU chlamydia, allegedly.
Except...
And we love when a boy has a hobby.
There's an interview he's doing in French with Hugh Grant for the Wonka movie, and it's like, blah, 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 French, and then in the most American accent ever, it's Hugh Grant answering a question, right? And he was like, oh yes, I play Oompa Loompa, but he says I play in French. It's just the word Oompa Loompa out of nowhere. And I love it.
I don't think I should
also, the best thing Timothy Chalamet has ever done, I'm so sorry, there's a...
Tiny Horse?
No. I'm pretty sure he's in this. Is it the flute song with Kid Cudi?
Yes, Weird Little Flute. Mm-hmm.
I love that song.
One of my favorites is that car commercial he did with Beck Bennett and...
Oh, yeah.
Heidi Gardner.
Yeah.
Where,
the Christmas one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing that's his finest work.
Correct.
I don't think I've seen him in anything. Yes. Don't Look Up. That awful movie that I've tried to erase from my memory.
Oh, he was in that.
He was in that.
Ooh.
But I think he was like, I felt like he was committing to the bit in the right way, so.
Yes. All right. That's the first round. Those are all of the white boys we have to play with, and I'm sorry I said it like that.
All right, not too bad. It's gonna get tougher.
No.
I think maybe not this round.
It's gonna get tougher.
Next. Then we'll be in dire straits.
Well, actually, I think because I'm the one keeping track of this. Kalina could have access, but she doesn't have it up. I think. Oh. I think one of these will be hard for you. Mm-hmm. And one of them will be hard for us as a collective.
But we're in it together.
Yes.
We could do this again. Gotta throw Mr. Zac Efron on there. He'd lose. I'm gonna be honest. He would lose.
Yeah. So anyway, we're back. So now we've got, do I have to think of different ways to describe them, or can I just say their names because it's not fun anymore? Or have you forgotten who we're going up against? So
I've forgotten who we're going up against, and yeah, have fun. I like guessing, so.
All right. So now we've got, I guess I could do a different order. Okay. So now we've got, our OG. Sorry. Up against, I think a Disney Channel heartthrob who hasn't had a lot of big scandals, or really any big scandals I can think of, which is great for him, but also the men don't really have scandals, and we don't have time to get into why that is misogyny. So we've got Logan Lerman and Ross Lynch.
Yeah, it's Logan Lerman.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anytime you said OG, I'm like, oh, light work.
Yeah. Okay. This one, I think, might be difficult, but also I feel like in our hearts we know the correct answer, and we do agree on it. So we've got our favorite Teen Wolf and our favorite abusive high school boyfriend. Maybe I never watched Teen Wolf, so maybe Dylan O'Brien was also like not a great boyfriend in that. The only thing I know about Teen Wolf is that they were gay, but I don't think that was true. I think that was just the side of Tumblr I was on.
Definitely the side of Tumblr you were on.
We've got Dylan O'Brien and Mr. Jacob Elordi.
Yeah, but one time in Teen Wolf, Dylan O'Brien said, that depends on how you define lying. And his dad, who was also the sheriff, said, I define it as not telling the truth. How do you define it? And he said, reclining your body in a horizontal position. And then another time, they went to Mexico to go stop some supernatural stuff. But he told his dad they were camping, right? So when they come back from Mexico, his dad's like, you told me you were camping. And he said, yeah, we were in Mexico. And then another time, he was getting mad at his friend's dad, who was an FBI agent, and his friend's dad was like, "Should I give you a sobriety test?" And then Dylan O'Brien's character goes, "Yeah, we'll start with the alphabet. I'll start with F and end with U." So we,
Where did Teen Wolf take place?
California.
Oh, okay, all right. Did you watch that? Yeah, you did. All right.
But Jacob Elordi's built like a refrigerator.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Jacob Elordi. But like a refrigerator.
Okay.
I was gonna go Dylan O'Brien on but I
think Jacob Elordi has range in a way that Dylan O'Brien
live
doesn't.
In my brain. That's exactly what I was gonna say. But I was trying to think of what Dylan O'Brien's been in. He was in Teen Wolf, and I think he had good range in Teen Wolf. Yes, in our hearts. But also in a TV show, obviously a lot easier to do because you get more time. But then he was in a rom-com. And then he was in this movie I watched the other day. It was called The Tailor or something, but he was kind of a minor character. So yeah, Jacob Elordi in a shorter time frame, I think has shown us range.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We've got two leading men in very different. There is no crossover in what these two men are going to lead.
Okay.
We've got Robert Pattinson. We've got Chad Michael Murray.
That's tough. Yeah, because they're so different. It's which one am I, what am I basing this off of more? Because, vibes, Robert Pattinson.
I'm basing it off of just pure looks, and I'm still going with Robert Pattinson.
Really?
Yeah. Chad Michael Murray looks too much like a dude. Which isn't his fault. I'm just not really into that.
Yeah, I also Breaking Dawn Edward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, you're right. Breaking Dawn Edward sells it. His little smiley, crinkly eyes. No amount of time with you will ever be enough, but let's start with forever. I know that's not him directly, but still, the words came out of his mouth. So.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, before I do this, before we start with this one, I would just like to reiterate that Kalina and I's friendship is built on a sense of mutual respect and trust, and we do value the other person. And if in this conversation we make sentences or craft words that make it seem like what I just said isn't true, it is just a bit.
And don't quote us on
it. And we do love each other. But unfortunately, we've got Channing Tatum up against Harry Styles.
Oh, yeah, I'm so sorry. It's Channing Tatum.
It's not.
It is. There is no universe. I'm so sorry.
No, you're right. I'm so sorry. Only one of them can pull off a shaved head. Only one of them can pull off a shaved head, and it's not Harry Styles.
21 Jump Street? Every time you debate it, think 21 Jump Street.
You're right. I'm so sorry.
Could Harry Styles do that?
He couldn't even do the soundtrack for it. No.
Harry, I'm sure you're a nice guy. Listen, those suits, his like little Gucci suit arrow, gives him some brownie.
That was fun, yeah. But like, and also,
or think about it this way: Channing Tatum, nice suit. Harry Styles, nice suit. Channing Tatum, wife beater.
Harry Styles wins that.
Wife beater.
Harry Styles wins that.
Who looks
when
better,
they get a little sweaty? Harry Styles wins.
Yeah, but who? No, Harry Styles in a wife beater does not win over Channing Tatum in a wife beater.
Yeah, because he's got the tattoos that you can see, and if he gets sweaty, it's a little like see-through. I think we're different people. I think we're different people. Is the moral of the story?
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
It's hard being right all the time.
I mean, I'm sure it would be if you knew what that would feel like. It is a big cross for me to bear.
21 Jump Street. That
is the next round. Now, I feel like this isn't going to be hard. I feel like this one might be easy. This round might be easy, and then the next one will be hard. I think this one you're going to be okay with. I think we are probably going to mostly agree, but I'm going to put up a fight, but in the end, you're going to be right.
Your heart's not in it?
Yeah. But this first one, there's going to be a right answer, and we're both going to be right. Even though we might feel a little bit bad, we're gonna agree. So, in our first decision, this is the second to last round. So the next round is going to be 2.
Okay.
And we're gonna pick the winner next round. So this is the semifinals. Yes. I think is the athletic term.
We're locked in.
We've got Jacob Elordi and Logan Lerman.
This is Logan Lerman.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah.
To make an argument for Jacob Elordi, because I feel like we promised the audience an argument and didn't give him one. Refrigerator.
Yeah.
Logan Lerman.
But Logan Lerman is just so...
Logan Lerman.
He just is so consistent. And, like, we do not see him very often, but every single time we see him, he is minding his business.
I was just about to say, like, it's not like...
loving his girlfriend.
I'm not flooded with news about him.
Hot.
Yeah. He just, like... And it's never, like... It's never even news. It's like just, oh, Logan Lerman's girlfriend posted a compilation of photos and he's in it.
And we're so happy about it. And he's just... Yeah. Okay.
He's in a movie with that Joey King girl, I think. I'm pretty sure it's about the Holocaust. Or World War II. Both?
Oh. Exciting.
Yeah.
He's in a Taylor... No, he's not. That's Dylan O'Brien. Sorry.
I don't think
the universe would survive. I almost put them up against next to each other because I think that might have taken some time, but there still would have been a winner.
Yeah. I know who's winning this.
Yeah. I shouldn't have put him on here. That's my bad. Okay.
That should have been like our like judgment criteria is compare all of them to Logan Lerman.
Okay. We've got Robert Pattinson. Channing Tatum.
It's Channing Tatum. It is unfortunately Channing Tatum.
But I don't think it is.
Channing Tatum.
And
it's Channing Tatum. Like, okay, I will give you like Breaking Dawn, Edward. All right, Eclipse Edward. Edward in Twilight when he finally decides he's gonna date Bella and he gets out the car and he goes, "Well, I'm going to hell anyway." Like, whatever. Sunglasses
but Robert
on.
Pattinson has like some weirdness that Channing Tatum.
Yeah, but Channing Tatum.
Yeah, but
is
he
like,
just, like
stupid in the best
looks
way.
Good.
But like he looks like he.
I don't know if there's a lot of substance there.
You weren't getting substance from 21 Jump Street? That wasn't giving you all that you needed?
Not as much as I've got. Robert Pattinson
and he definitely has
insane
substance.
Story
Isn't
where
Channing
he, like,
Tatum in The Vow? I can't watch that movie.
I haven't seen that movie.
Okay, plot of the movie. They're getting married. I'm pretty sure they're engaged or they're dating, whatever, right? They're in a very serious relationship. And then she gets, like, in a car accident and forgets who he is. And he's, like, trying to have her fall in love with him again. And she doesn't. And he's devastated. And there's some point in the movie he goes, "I see the way you look at him because you used to look at me that way." And it's based on a true story. I can't watch that movie again. It does bad things to my heart.
Skill issue.
Substance.
What? But what about off screen? What has he done of substance off the screen?
He just seems like a funny guy. He was in the Kingsman movies. I like those. He played like a secret agent from Tennessee. He had a cowboy hat on.
Okay, well, if he wore a cowboy hat.
He had a cowboy. I just feel like kind of opposite Logan Lerman. Robert's like a little too off the grid. And like just like I love his weirdness.
I like that. He looks like he uses a flip phone in a way that really works for me.
I just feel like Channing Tatum could give me the weirdness. Not on the same level, but he could give me weirdness and also be a little stupid and also be funny. And Robert Pattinson just looks like Dream Blunt rotation. Robert Pattinson's in there, you know? But like White Boy of the Month is Channing Tatum.
Fine. We'll let Kalina win this one. Mostly because I kind of gave up halfway through. Okay. Do you know who we're left with?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I need to say it again for the audience?
No, yeah, maybe.
We've got Logan Lerman and Channing Tatum.
Also, think about it this way. I did Robert Pattinson a service because Logan Lerman, Robert...
Well, that would be so easy.
That would be heinous. This is also heinous for Channing Tatum and Logan Lerman.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we shouldn't have left him in here.
But like the gap would have been bigger if we left Robert in there.
But we do... well, actually, no. I can't say we appreciate Channing Tatum's efforts. Kalina does. You know... He was a clear winner.
Yeah.
This is why he's White Boy of the Century.
The best to ever do
there's no...
I feel like
no
he's
question.
at the top of the pyramid, and then it's like Dylan O'Brien, definitely like second level down. Maybe an Andrew Garfield. I could see that. Because The Amazing Spider-Man was a little while ago, and he's been kind of hot since then.
See, but I think we're actually forgetting who the true White Boy of the Century is.
Don't say Jesus.
I didn't put them on this list just out of respect for everybody else.
Uh-huh.
Because there has been a clear winner this entire time. And honestly, it's kind of a shame that nobody has brought him up yet. Because when I think White Boy of the Month, and when you think White Boy of the Month, this should be
I'm nervous.
your first thought.
You?
Me.
Yeah, Eleanor's the white boy of my heart, you know? And just like...
I'll take it.
That was the criteria that I was judging all of these guys against, actually. And you definitely give more Channing Tatum than Robert Pattinson, obviously.
And out of, like, respect for my own, like, journey, I'm not gonna ask you to pick between me and Logan Lerman. Mostly out of respect for Logan Lerman. I don't want to know what you would pick.
You don't want to know what I would pick. Maybe call me in like 15 years when you start going gray. Then we can talk.
Okay. I don't know if I want to be here in 15 years. That seems like a lot.
When did your parents start going gray? I know.
I don't know. How am I supposed to know that?
Okay, anyway.
I don't have parents. Do you see the way I act?
Chad Michael Murray is also up there in the pyramid of white boys of the century, for sure.
He is. He's I think
classic. Tom Holland's, like, inching his way in there, but he's at the bottom, for sure. Timothy Chalamet, unfortunately.
I think Timothy Chalamet is just a little bit too specific.
Yeah. Yeah, where, like, Chad Michael Murray looks like some guy. Timothy Chalamet is the opposite of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, thanks for playing, everybody. Shout out to the fallen soldiers, Evan Peters.
How do you feel that Harry Styles didn't last that long? If you'd given me, a Harry Styles, Evan Peters, he probably would have won.
I genuinely I'm surprised that Channing Tatum lasted as long as he did.
Me too. And then I started listing his filmography.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait a second. This guy's in, like, a lot of movies I really love.
One of the ones that shocked me was Evan Peters and Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah,
I would have gone Evan Peters.
Look at the...
But, like, also, I haven't seen Chad Michael Murray in anything but A Cinderella Story.
And Chad Michael Murray's, like, kind of like Logan Lerman, the blueprint, you know?
Yeah, I think maybe this would have been harder for me if I had, like, known these people.
Yeah, that might have helped.
But also, I feel like in my head, I know what they look like, so.
Yeah. I think Evan Peters also a little too specific. He's kind of like in Timothy Chalamet territory.
Okay. That's fair.
Especially, like, with the projects he picks, like Robert Pattinson, when he did Twilight, I think that was, like, his first, like, big thing. But, like, he's been, like, in weird things pretty consistently.
Harry Potter was his first big thing.
All right.
He played that one dude who wore yellow and died.
You know, we bring up Harry Potter. He's giving Channing Tatum give himself a fighting chance here. He looked really good in that movie.
He looked really good in that movie.
But he also died. So, like, skill issue, you know?
That was not... He was murdered.
Skill issue.
He was murdered. There was, like a big, scary dude going after everybody, I think. I don't know.
But, like...
I should clarify, I don't think I've watched Harry Potter.
You definitely haven't. I don't think you... I think if you've been in, like, more than 3 seasons of American Horror Story, we shouldn't talk to each other, because, like, I'm a little scared of you, you know?
He was in American Horror Story?
He was, like, no, Evan Peters, I'm sorry.
No, I know.
He was, like, most famously in American Horror Story.
I've only ever seen him in the movie where he goes slow that I don't remember
X-Men.
What it was. Oh, okay, then I haven't seen him in that. I've just seen that scene a lot.
Yeah,
Was he
I definitely showed it to you. Is he in what?
Is he in Now You See Me?
No. Elanor.
Who's in that movie?
Dave Franco and Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh. Well, what's
and
the
Woody
difference?
Harrelson.
Well, obviously, I am not getting Woody Harrelson in Evan Peters.
I don't know. I
Who
can't
is
trust
Evan
you.
Peters?
He's an American Horror Story. He's very
Yeah, but
famously
what do I know
in the
him
first season of American Horror Story. And he used to date
that's
Emma
what
Roberts.
he looks like?
Yeah. Oh, you know what you know him from? Criminal Minds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you're correct. Oh.
Obviously. And you were giving him a fighting chance against Chad
You're right.
Michael Murray.
I'm so sorry. I don't know who I thought he was.
After Eleanor confidently said, I know what these people look like in my head.
I thought I'd... Then who was in Now You... I thought this was the guy in Now You See Me.
That's Dave Franco.
Oh.
That's Dave Franco.
Oh.
Who, unfortunately, also would have lost to Chad Michael Murray, but it would have been closer.
Oh, no. I thought he was Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, I know. But you see how those aren't the same guy.
Wait. I'm so sorry. The slow-mo scene isn't in Now You See Me?
Okay, what slow-mo scene are you talking about?
I don't know the one that you like.
In it?
It's a dude. And instead of...
What is happening in the scene in your head?
Like, everybody else is stopped. I guess it's not slow-mo, I guess it's fast-mo. But, like, everybody else is... Everybody else is stopped, but instead of him moving really quickly, he's, like, moving at a normal pace, but because everybody else is stopped, it's just, like, assumed that he's actually moving, like, superhumanly quickly. That's not in Now You See Me.
Why would that be? How in Now You See Me?
Because magician. That's how they explain the magic. They just are really...
Oh my god. No. Okay. The scene you're thinking of is in X-Men because he plays Quicksilver, the fast guy, and he's running around fixing things. And Now You See Me, there's a scene where Jesse Eisenberg stops the rain. And also, they're different people.
I'm also currently realizing that it might be a little possible, like, maybe, I'm not quite sure who Jeremy Allen White is at all. Because in my head, I was picturing Paul Mescal for both of them.
I mean, they, like, are different fonts of the same dude, for sure. Paul Mescal's the Irish version, and Jeremy Allen White's the, like, working man in America version. But... oh my god. I
think I'm the bad person to do this episode with.
You have Google?
Oh. He is not... Do I just not like men?
That's a different question, so we don't have time to unpack. I'm going to do this. I will do the bracket next time. Let me do the women bracket. Can we do White Women of the Month next? I can't think of any.
Probably give it a different name, but yes.
White Girl of the Month?
That's somehow worse.
White Feminine Presenting Individual of the Month? Am I getting warmer or colder?
I think we just go hot chicks. We should go full, just lean into it. But yeah, you can do that. But
it's gonna be Sabrina Carpenter.
Have Google up the whole time. Okay, yes, winner.
Anyway, to no one's surprise, Logan Lerman, white boy of the century.
White boy of this, yeah.
Champ of
white boy of our hearts forever. Next time we do this, we won't pick such obvious picks.
What we should do is do a couple and then pit the winners against each other. Again, Logan Lerman, I can't think of anyone he wouldn't be.
Yeah, he's being forcibly removed from this narrative.
That's fair. Just for the sake of everyone else.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll make Kalina do this with ladies for me.
I think we know who's gonna win. So maybe I won't put her in.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. We'll be back at some point with other stuff.
Or we won't. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Don't quote me on that. One day we'll have an outro, but it's not today.